Am I the asshole? For telling my husband to talk to his mother re our newborn. My husband and I just had our first child together after a couple years of trying and dealing with infertility. Our son came early, a month and a half. We spent 3 weeks in the NICU and it was a very emotional time for us. Fast forward and we are now home and getting used to everyday life with a baby. We have been getting visitors pretty often compared to what we're used to, and his parents come every couple of days. Lately, I have had extreme anxiety when they come over because his mother has been incredibly overbearing to a point where I feel insulted. Each time they visit, she is constantly staring and analyzing how I am taking care of my child and making comments on what I should be doing or what she would do. Mind you, my husband was born in the 80s and she has not taken care of a baby since. This came to a head the other night when she flipped out on me for sitting my child up to burp him. She for some reason believes you can't do that to a newborn, even though it's exactly how they showed us on the NICU. It would have been one thing if she actually had advice, but what she was saying made no sense and how she said it to me was incredibly rude and condescending. She also went on to comment on how he was dressed not enough layers, how he was being fed because he was drooling, and kept calling him by his middle name. See below. I'm not a confrontational person, so when they left I asked my husband to talk to her her behavior. My husband also did not stick up for me as any of this was happening. This quickly spiraled into an argument, which yes is partly my fault because I was so heated about my mill, and he told me that I'm overreacting, constantly miserable around them and I should get over it. Now he is saying that he wants to move out and raise our child separately. I do want to add my husband and his parents are from a different country. They have lived in the US most of his life, but there are barriers at time culturally. Regardless, I'd like to know if I'm TA and overreacting. Is this just how I'm laws are? Last had while my husband's reaction is extreme, other things I complained to him about my in-laws leading up to this: his mother telling me I gave birth the easy way, emergency C-section. His father for some reason feeling comfortable grilling me about breastfeeding I'm not for multiple reasons. His mother texting me 2 days after giving birth asking me not to name our child the name we did end up choosing BC. She does not like it now. She refuses to call him by anything but his middle name. His parents questioning what I was doing that caused our son to come early. Not the asshole. Now he is saying that he wants to move out and raise our child separately. Sorry, this was probably always the plan. Do not get a passport for your child. If he takes your baby you won't see it again. Get a lawyer and if possible move out ASAP. Go to your mum's or any relative on your side of the family. Now he is saying that he wants to move out and raise our child separately. He's going to take your child back to his home country and you'll never see him again. Do not get a passport for the baby and start planning your escape ASAP. You're not the asshole, but there's bigger problems than this fight. You need to protect your son. Now he is saying that he wants to move out and raise our child separately. I do want to add my husband and his parents are from a different country. Not the asshole, and you might want to take that baby and retreat to your own family before they take him and vanish. Not the asshole, and I'm guessing there are other things happening here if your husband escalated from this to a divorce. That said, his parents sound awful and you're probably better off without him if this is how co-parenting with him will be. Make sure to document all this so you can use it in the inevitable custody dispute. Your husband is threatening to leave you rather than talking to his mom about blatantly disrespecting you. It should be very clear to you that his mom comes first. Given that he's from a different country, I'd talk to a lawyer ASAP. Now he is saying that he wants to move out and raise our child separately. His mother wants your baby to herself, and is speaking through him. Speak with an attorney ASAP. Right now there is no custody arrangement, so you are also permitted to take your son anywhere you want, not the asshole. Put your child on a passport watch list. You will be notified if anyone tries to get him a passport. Quietly gather legal documents for yourself and the baby. Do your best to not let your husband or in-laws get their hands on a birth certificate. If your husband and or his parents have citizenship in another country, quite likely they are planning to take the baby there and you will never see him again. Quietly see an attorney and find out the best options to get away and keep custody. Give the exact words they used about taking the baby and raising him separately. Take the most extreme legal measures you can, to keep them from having any visitation with the baby. They will take him if they can. Not the asshole. I wonder if this is an abuse tactic. You are at your most vulnerable, so he threatens to divorce you and take your baby away. His goal being that you will bow down to his parents and him, no matter how much any of them disrespects you. Not the asshole. Husband was way too fast to suggest separating. Triangular flag on post, triangular flag on post, triangular flag on post. Not the asshole for the mill topic, but I'm going to guess there's so much more happening here given that he is threatening to move out. Not the asshole, get a lawyer ASAP. Hide the birth certificate ASAP. Give it to someone you trust. This won't end well. Please follow this advice. Get your son to a safe place. I am anxious for you. Hoping for an update that you and son are okay. Also congratulations, I am sure you are doing a great job, mama. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Even in the 80s children were burped upright. Take steps to protect your child immediately. Do things how the nurses and pediatrician have recommended. My mom used to do this every single time we saw her when my girls were babies. We ended up going extremely LC for this and a few other reasons. Mills seem to always think they know best and butt in when they haven't been asked their opinions. Your husband seems to be a mama's boy for taking her side and now talking divorce. Document everything, not the asshole. Get your family and friends to come rally around you to protect you and the baby, while you get packed up and out of there. Not the asshole, adding on to what others are saying. Get your baby's fingerprints, get anything you can. Pics of birthmarks etc. Get pics if any and all legal documents. Get one of his driver's license if possible. Hide the birth certificate etc. in a safe place. Not your home. Don't leave baby with him alone. Not the asshole, lawyer, escape plan. Go. Natar GTFO and divorce him. Do not get your child a passport. Husband can leave with the baby and never return. Legally. Where are your family members? You need physical and emotional support. He isn't giving it. His mother is breaking you down. Is there anyone you can call? Anyone who thinks an emergency section is the easy way clearly has never lived through one or had to deal with the trauma of recovery. Not the asshole. And I think you have your answer already. Do you have family you can go to? Do not let your husband have your child without you. Your